used to winning teams, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
28-yard line.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Dobbins. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35.
Complete to Travis
Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 42 yards.
Down Chiefs.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On play action, it's Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
1st and goal, Kansas
A
City.
good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Bell. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Mahomes now to throw. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
4th and goal.
The field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire taking it in. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Ravens 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas
Now after
City.
the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson will find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
First quarter.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Jackson from the shotgun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a 1st down. They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown.
Mecole Hardman. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
The wide receiver.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
42-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
14-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Marcus Peters.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Ravens 17-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Travis Kelce. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end. 6 points.
Makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the route is on here in this first half.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Play action. It's Jackson. Out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Chris Jones.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Play action. Now Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now an option play on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw right side. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown,
Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Chiefs 42, Ravens 10. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing is Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. from the gun. Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Jackson
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Ashton Davis there.
And the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Oh, nice move. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it's Chiefs football,
at
1st and 10.
35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Brings up second.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 24, check 24. Check, go get him, go get him, go get him.
They run with Hines. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Ashton Davis.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll start with the option. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they're up to the challenge.
They'll go again with Bell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
7-yard attempt.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
2nd down at 4.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Check the backer. Check the backer.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
On second down, here's the option. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. 43. 43.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Taking a deep shot here. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown.
Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that. And coach.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he's going to take off with it. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Jackson on the keeper. He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.